Hello, my name is Cristian Martinez. I am electrical engineer. I am a student of the Petroleum Engineer Academic program in virtual mode, and at the same time, I am working in drilling oil field as rig manager assistant. I am going to talk about electrical substations and SEN. These topics are important for me and for everybody because all of us, we need electricity as a power supply. So let's start. The SEN is a system that connects all the country. All the power supply for the 100% of the country is connected to the SEN. SEN means Sistema Eléctrico Nacional in Spanish. I mean, in simple words, all the buildings are connected at the SEN. Okay, houses, hotels, hospital, gas station, bus station, all that kind of buildings are connected to the SEN. I will describe the SEN and the electrical substations. The SEN is the system responsible for the generation, transmission, distribution, and consumption of electricity here in Mexico. All the parts of this system are interesting, but the most important and relevant step of these processes is the substations. Here I show you a small video about green energy, solar energy. All those one are panels, solar panels. The process starts with the generation of energy. That's the first step, okay, generation. It comes from hydroelectric, thermoelectric, and nuclear power plants. Just for example, okay. This part, you are going to receive, okay, medium voltage. Then you will find the transmission. It's the second step, because the power plants are far, really far away from the cities, and the energy must be transmitted from one point to another point. Okay, so this part is in high voltage. Every time the transmission must be in high voltage. Inside the city starts the distribution, okay, but the distribution of electric power is made, and the final step is the consumption, okay. Because in low voltage, a registry, collection, and a properly use of electric energy is performed. So those 4 steps processes is finished, and then the transformation of the voltage level is really important, really important. Here it's me working in a elevating substation. That place is in Aguascalientes. The better way to get and understand the SEN is talking about voltage. There are 3 different stages for the voltage level: low voltage, medium voltage, and high voltage. Those one are different towers of transmission. As you can check, the SEN will not be working without the transformation of the different voltage levels. You know, this is a relevant work. The responsible for this work are the elevating substation and the reducing substations. For example, here in Veracruz we have Laguna Verde City. There is a nuclear power plant with an elevating substation. Usually here in Mexico, I mean not usually, the current voltage that we use here in Mexico to make the transmission is 400,000 voltage and 230,000 volts. Okay, this is me. Here I am working in a substation inside of Mexico City. Directly connect to the power plant in the generation stage, there is an elevating substation. Then in high voltage the transmission happens and the energy travels at the city. Before we start with the distribution, there is a reducing substation to transform the high voltage in medium voltage, and under this condition the distribution is made. But the main condition for the consumption, I mean the next step, is the low voltage. So after the distribution, there is the last reduction substation, and then finally the consumption is made. This is very, very, very important. Usually here in Mexico we have different voltage for make the distribution. For example, in Querétaro, all the Bajío zone is in 34,000 volts. And this one is a reducing substation. This one is the last. I mean, this substation is going to receive 34,000 volts, and is going to transform in low voltage to get a different place. And the last one is consumption. Here, for example, I give you the example of Pemex, a gas station, Oxxo store, and there is a really small